What's going on, everyone? Max Forti back with another review for you guys. This time another house from Australia. Our boys from down under are on a roll. Let's see if this one is worth all the hype, shall we? Of course, as you saw from the title and thumbnail, today we're going to be covering the house of Goldfield&Banks from Australia, founded in 2015 and currently with 5 fragrances in their portfolio. Today we're covering this one here, Pacific Rock Moss, the beautiful turquoise juice that's getting a ton of hype in FragCom. Offered in one size only, 100 ml, you're looking at $185. I'll have the link below if you guys want to check it out. The perfumer for this one is Francois Merbedoine, and it comes in an EDP Eau de Parfum concentration. Now, before I get into what do I get from the scent, I want to give a huge shout out to a good friend of mine from the Emporium of Scent, a Facebook group that is made for you. It's a Facebook group that's everything fragrance. In that group, you're going to find scent-of-the-day pictures. You're going to find coupon codes for the various websites. You're going to find raffles, swap and sales on a daily basis, and over 10,000 fragrance aficionados just like you and me. So a huge shout out to my good friend John Trapanez for letting me smell this fragrance with blue cypress, if I'm not mistaken. He sent me 2 samples. Really great guy, awesome. Huge shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for all your help. We've done a couple swaps. Again, it's a great group. If you're not there, you're missing out. The link's going to be down below. Hope to see you there. So on with the review of Pacific Rock Moss. So this fragrance, just from the get-go, we want to let you guys know there's absolutely nothing not to like about this fragrance. It's very, very aromatic. It's extremely pleasant. If you like aquatic, if you like that kind of a genre, aquatic, citrus, aromatic fragrance, this is going to be a great one. It's going to smell good. It's going to garner you compliments. It's going to make you confident. There's nothing wrong with this fragrance whatsoever. It's a great smelling scent. Now, what do I get from the scent? It's a blast of citruses. Obviously, the Amalfi lemon here is going to be very prominent, almost like a bergamot kind of feel. It does remind me a little bit from smelling here the sprayer, and once I first sprayed on my skin, it brought me memories and resemblances to and it resembled a very favorite of mine for the summertime, which is Bergamot 22 from Le Labo. It also reminded me of Versace Mental Fresh minus that starfruit accord that I get with that, so it's less fruitier than that, because the main fruit accord here is really going to be the Amalfi lemons. It's definitely going to have that invigorating, refreshing, citrus aromatic, aquatic kind of feel to the fragrance. You get a little bit of a herbaceous kind of feel with the sage that you have here, some green tinge with the moss, which is really subtle and really in the background, a little bit of a salty marine kind of a vibe, not huge marine aquatic vibe like you'd think with Healy Saint Marine, but it's going to be a very aromatic aquatic with a little bit of a salty hint, somewhat of a herbaceous green undertone, very citrus aromatic, extremely pleasant. It's also going to give you a little bit of a floral kind of a feel. I got a little bit of like a white floral kind of a feel, which I think it's pretty much because of the salty nuance mixed in with the geranium. But all in all, a very pleasant fragrance. As far as projection, performance, longevity, and sillage, it's not going to be the best performing fragrance, especially because of the nature of the fragrance being that it's a citrus aromatic aquatic. Most of those fragrances are very ethereal, they're very fleeting. So you're looking to get about 5 to 6 hours, which is what I got with this fragrance. I always spray my clothes, which helps the longevity of the fragrance. Projects really nice for the first hour, hour and a half, then it sits very close to my skin. But my immediate surrounding, my immediate vicinity, people did get whiffs of the fragrance, and I did get a couple of, compliments saying, hey, you smell great today. So all in all, there's really nothing not to like about this fragrance, except for maybe the price. So with this particular fragrance, it reminds me of fragrances that I mentioned before, Le Labo's Bergamot 22, Versace's Mental Fresh. I also get a little of a tinge of a vibe to Aqua Fiorentina from Creed, and perhaps a little bit of a light blue from Dolce & Gabbana, the women's version. So take all that into consideration, fuse it, and that's kind of what you get here with this fragrance. Again, really beautiful turquoise juice. You smell this fragrance, it immediately will transport you to like a tropical kind of a beach. It has that kind of a nuance to the fragrance. It's very pleasant, very citrus, very aromatic, like I said. Absolutely great for casual wear. You could dress this up, you could dress it down. For me, I'm probably going to wear this mostly as a casual scent, running errands, going to, summer parties, just hanging out casually. Maybe what I'm wearing today with jeans. Nothing really too formal with this fragrance. This fragrance screams youthfulness, playfulness. I think it'll do great with a younger crowd. Anyone from like, 18, 25, in the mid 20s, early 30s will absolutely love this fragrance. It has a really nice, youthful, playful, tropical, beach party kind of a vibe. Seasons for this one, I would only wear this for spring, the season that we have right now, summer, and perhaps early fall, but mostly spring and summer I think is where this is going to shine the most. The great thing about this one, you can go trigger happy. You could do 4 to 5 to 6 sprays. It's not going to offend anyone. It's one of those scents that's very pleasant, very mass appealing, very easy to wear, a grab and go type of scent. I'm definitely going to be rocking this one a lot this spring and summer just because I have it in the collection. Why not? It fits the bill. My final thoughts on this particular release here, Pacific Rock Moss from the house of Goldfield&Banks from Australia, is that it's a really nice, solid release. Nothing groundbreaking here. By no way, shape, or form this is going to be a trendsetter kind of a fragrance. It's been done. It's, resembles a lot of fragrances that I talked about. If you smell this, you're going to think about a lot of designers that you probably tried, throughout your life of, smelling fragrances. If you don't have a really big fragrance collection, this is probably not going to be redundant. It's nice to check it out. But if you have a really large collection, perhaps this will be a little bit redundant if you have or own the fragrances that I talked about in this video. I did, however, try one more fragrance from this brand called Blue Cypress that was sent to me by, again, my good friend John Trapanese from the Emporium of Scents group, and I did enjoy it a lot. That fragrance resembled a little bit of Aquatic with some different nuances, but again, I can definitely talk about that fragrance if you guys want to hear more about Blue Cypress. And I would like to also try different things from the house because this one here was definitely a first good experience. Again, not groundbreaking, but a solid release nevertheless. A great one to try for the spring and summer ahead. Have you tried Pacific Rock Moss? Did you give in to the fad? Did you give in to the hype and bought a bottle? Did you get a decant? Let me know down below. I want to know what your thoughts are on this house. Do you think it's going to be one of those fads that just gets so hyped up and then disappeared? Or do you think this brand is here to stay? We're going to be hearing a lot about Pacific Rock Moss and Goldfield&Banks. Please let me know down below. At this time, I'd like to ask you kindly to continue to show your support to this channel. If you like this content, if you like reviews like this, please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to your channel. Your support really matters, and it's extremely important and imperative for the continuance and the growth of this channel. And of course, don't forget to enable notifications so you guys always get first dibs on new reviews, fragrant news, giveaways, and everything fragrance that happens on this channel and on the Emporium of Scents Facebook group. In the meantime, stay fragrant, keep on spraying, and as always, of course, I got you covered. See you next time.